Narrated by Ibn Abbas. The pagans were of two kinds as regards their relationship to the Prophet and the believers. Some of them were those with whom the Prophet was at war and used to fight against, and they used to fight him. The others were those with whom the Prophet peace be upon him made a treaty, and neither did the Prophet peace be upon him fight them, nor did they fight him. If a lady from the first group of pagans emigrated towards the Muslims, her hand would not be asked in marriage unless she got the menses and then became clean. When she became clean, it would be lawful for her to get married, and if her husband emigrated too before she got married, then she would be returned to him. If any slave or female slave emigrated from them to the Muslims, then they would be considered free persons, not slaves, and they would have the same rights as given to other emigrants. The narrator then mentioned about the pagans involved with the Muslims in a treaty, the same as occurs in Mujahid's narration. If a male slave or a female slave emigrated from such pagans as had made a treaty with the Muslims, they would not be returned, but their prices would be paid to the pagans. Narrated by Ibn Abbas. Karaba, the daughter of Abi Umayyah, was the wife of Umar bin al-Khattab. Umar divorced her and then Muayyah bin Abi Sufyan married her. Similarly, al-Hakam, the daughter of Abi Sufyan, was the wife of Iyad bin Ghanm al-Firi. He divorced her and then Abdullah bin Uthman al-Thaqafi married her. Narrated by Aisha. The wife of the Prophet, when believing women came to the Prophet peace be upon him as emigrants, he used to test them in accordance with the order of Allah. O you who believe! When believing women come to you as emigrants, examine them. Surah 60 verse 10. So if any one of those believing women accepted the above-mentioned conditions, she accepted the conditions of faith. When they agreed on those conditions and confessed that with their tongues, Allah's Messenger peace be upon him would say to them, Go, I have accepted your oath of allegiance for Islam. By Allah, and hand of Allah's Messenger peace be upon him never touched the hand of any woman, but he only used to take their pledge of allegiance orally. By Allah, Allah's Messenger peace be upon him did not take the pledge of allegiance of the women except in accordance with what Allah had ordered him. When he accepted their pledge of allegiance he would say to them, I have accepted your oath of allegiance. Narrated by Anas bin Malik. Allah's Messenger peace be upon him took an oath that he would abstain from his wives, and at that time his leg had been sprained, dislocated. So he stayed in the mashruba, an attic room, of his for 29 days. Then he came down, and they, the people, said, O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him! You took an oath to abstain from your wives for 1 month. He said, The month is of 29 days. Narrated by Nafi. Ibn Umar used to say about the Ilah, which Allah defined in the Holy Book, if the period of Ilah expires, then the husband has either to retain his wife in a handsome manner or to divorce her as Allah has ordered.